Let's go, squad. It's been a while. I haven't seen all you guys on YouTube in a while. It's been a minute. Let's see those dubs in the chat. Drop those W's in the chat. I want to see it flooded with nothing but W's. I don't want to see any other thing else but just W W W W W all over the chat. If you're on Instagram, I can't see you doing W's in the chat. If you want to drop a W in the little question bar, drop a W in the question bar because IG still got my chat broken. I don't care, IG. You can't keep me down, IG. We're still here. So drop a W in the question chat because I can't see your chat. I see all your W's over here on YouTube. Let's go. Look at the squad. Ooh, it's raining W's right now, guys. What a great win. Great team win. Exactly what we wanted to see. Exactly what we wanted to see from this team. Be able to travel cross country after a huge win against the Rams. How are they going to bounce back? We don't know. We've seen how they bounce back against from the Bears versus the Cardinals. We didn't know, we wanted to see how they would react, how they would bounce back. And guess what? They were able to get the job done. And it was a team effort. Again, this is the second week in a row, ladies and gentlemen, that we have been able to see. Oh, there we go. We see you dropping W's in the chat. And they can hear me. They can hear me. And they're dropping W's. That's a W, even though IG got your boy down. It's all good. What I really liked about this game, what I thought was super awesome about this game, yet again, was time of possession and seemingly the effort to maintain the football. Again, the 49ers win emphatically in this regard. They had the ball for 38 minutes and 22 seconds, while the Jags only had it for 21 minutes and 38 seconds. Talk about playing complementary football. Talk about having the ability to be able to withstand drives and then have the defense step up on the backside of those drives and then get the ball back to your offense to then go for another long drive. It was absolutely beautiful. The style of football that we've seen from the 49ers the last 2 weeks. Hell, if you even want to go back, the last 4 weeks back to Chicago, obviously jump over the Arizona game. They're starting to stack momentum. They're starting to stack an identity. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about this performance against the Jags is, again, we understand wanting to win games, but I think for this team and where they are at this point in the year, there is a specific way in how they need to win and how they have to win in order to develop this identity. And I think we are starting to see it. Again, absolutely doing numbers on the ground and in the passing game. Talk about balance. The 49ers finished the game with 171 yards rushing, with 162 yards passing. Talk about having a balanced attack, and they're averaging 5 yards a play. I absolutely love that. And I think that is a huge key to why this team is successful and will continue to be successful. Again, finding that balance, finding the working ability in the rush game. It was phenomenal. And we had multiple rushers do it for us today. Debo Samuel led the team in yards on 8 carries. He had 79 rushing yards and a touchdown, averaging 9.9 a carry, which is an insane clip. Jeff Wilson, though, did all the dirty work, and Jeff Wilson deserves a lot of credit for his performance. Jeff Wilson had 19 carries for 50 yards. Although it only shows us 2.6 a clip, they were hard yards. He churned them out, and he got the 49ers moving. So we tip our residency cap to Jeff Wilson. Also, we got to see Trey Sermon get his first touches since early October, and he did pretty well with them. And again, we're going to love to see more from Trey Sermon, but the fact that he came out, got 10 carries for 32 yards, we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. We even got to see little Trey Lance today. Not too much though, obviously. It was Jimmy Garoppolo leading this team. Um, Jimmy was able to get 2 touchdowns, playing a very efficient game, 16 for 22, 176 yards. Could have been 3 touchdowns, but we'll take that effort from Jimmy Garoppolo any day of the week. He continues to be a great leader for this team, for this offense. Um, he's not the risk. He's not. You can't point to Jimmy Garoppolo to being an issue of any sorts these last couple of weeks. Obviously, we can point to plays that maybe we could look at and critique a little bit, but for the most part, the body of work from Jimmy Garoppolo has been really, really solid, um, and he's been doing some good stuff. All right, you gonna work for me? Come on, Streamyard, you could do it. Brandon Ayuk got fed today. That was really fun. It was really fun to see how Kyle Shanahan got the ball into his playmakers' hands. Um, Obviously, Debo Samuel is kind of a do it all gadget kind of player right now, doing a lot of different things for the 49ers. But Brandon Ayuk really stepped up in regards to the receiving category. He had 7 receptions for 85 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle got on the board with a touchdown as well. So that's good. Is my, yeah, it looks like my stuff is down. So overall, it was pretty solid performance. It was a good effort by the entire team. Again, the defense also added to it. They had a great performance. Everyone really, really rallied. Like I said before, the big thing and the big emphasis was the way they answered from a mentality standpoint, being able to travel cross country, keep that same energy that they had in that win against the Rams, and now seeing 2 games back to back. This is how we start to stack an identity. This is how we start to have an understanding of what to expect week in and week out from this team, and that is very, very exciting. So I'm happy. I'm really happy. I couldn't be happier with this win. Nick Bosa had 2 sacks today. Debo Samuel, I think, was 6 yards away. I think Debo Samuel was 6 yards away from from getting to 1,000 yards. He unfortunately wasn't able to get there. So, but he's there. He's right there. He's going to get there eventually. So hopefully all that will come into fruition next week against the Vikings. The Vikings are actually on right now. They're playing against the Green Bay Packers. The game's coming down to the wire. It's pretty short or pretty close. So we'll see what happens in result to that. But overall, really strong team win. Uh, and there's a lot of optimism now as the 49ers are clearly back on track and have their sights set for the playoffs. We can talk about the playoffs now. We can start to talk about the playoffs and start to have hopes and dreams of the playoffs and what that might look like. And again, the 49ers have the Vikings next week. So it's going to be 24 hours. Celebrate this victory. Have fun with it, but it's back to work on Monday, getting ready for the Vikings. Shout out to everyone who joined. Appreciate you guys. Again, if you want the residency hat, head to residency, use promo code the SF Niners to help get you a little bit off your final order, as well as some priority shipping that they do offer for us with that promo code. So appreciate you guys. I hope you got, and I'll post some more stuff of where you could find the residency stuff later. But I appreciate you guys as always tuning in, and we got that dub. Let's go Niners. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Oh, Debo's live. Debo's live in the Okay, so I don't know if any of this is working. I think my whole computer is frozen. Come on, please show me signs that my computer works. I don't know if I'm live. If I'm live, I can't tell. If I'm live, I can't tell because nothing's working right now. Nothing's working right now. Nothing is working right now. Shout out my computer. Let's go. Oh, wouldn't be my stream if I wasn't having some kind of technical difficulties, would it be? Would it? My entire computer froze. So I don't know what that looked like for you. I really don't. I was doing a live and then everything just locked up on me. Glad to see you guys are in here. Good to see. I don't know at what point I cut out. I really don't. But I see you guys still going in here. So you guys still going in here. But yeah, dude, that was fun. I'm glad we got that win. Really, really needed that. Really needed that. Um, Huge impact on the rest of our year. Huge impact on playoffs. Everything. Um, Really, really big. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Um, I like this. Oh yeah, Ayuk is playing at a high level. I love that they're getting him the ball. I love that they're making a concerted effort to get him the ball, especially too when using Debo Samuel as like a running back essentially. They found other ways to get guys involved. So it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. And then not only that, oh, so many good stuff. So much good stuff. So much good stuff. Um, they're probably doing post game stuff, right? But yeah, dude, that was fun, man. That was a much needed win. It's good to have Jeff back. That was a good win. That was a good win, much needed win for the faithful. That this means that next week's game is going to be wild because there's going to be a lot on the line. There is going to be a lot on the line. There's going to be a lot on the line. With the Vikings coming up, again, I think they're in the midst of a game right now. I don't know. I don't know if they're winning or not. I remember it was tied when my computer froze. So we'll see. But man, that was a good win. That was a great win. Needed that in the worst way. Feeling good. Let's go. Let's go. Got that dub. Everyone's hyped. Everyone's hyped today. You get a dub. You get a dub. And now we get the rest of our Sunday. Vikings won. Ooh. The Vikings won. I don't know. I might just let me see if we can do this. I'll try to bring the press conference over. Um, let's see here. Maybe we could do a little simulcast. Let's see. If not, we might have to rely on Coach for updates and quote updates. So let's get Kyle up. Let's get Kyle up. We'll see if we can hear it or not.
Our new EV rental fleet is the absolute goat. Nice.
Okay.
Speaking of goats, is that Tom Brady? Yeah. Comes in to recharge, gets software updates. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Can you guys hear? They're not talking loud right now.
Debo? I mean, I thought he did it last year. He just didn't get a play. He was in and out all of last year, but I mean, they didn't count it as carries because you catch the ball and you toss it 3 inches to him. But he ran 7 of those versus the Rams last year in the first game, and I think he ran 4 of them the second game, but they all count as passes. But, I mean, he's been running the ball here. We started to realize how good he was, I think, towards the second half of his rookie year. But we haven't tossed him, so he gets more running stats, and he's continuing to get better at it, so we continue to do more.
Emmanuel came out for the game late. Is he okay? Injury-wise?
Oh, yeah, he was all right. Yeah, he was a little shook up on that. We took him out to see if he was all right. He was fine, but we just wanted to get Ambry some reps, too. I assume so. I haven't asked him. Is he limping off or anything?
A little slow to go.
All right. I thought he played well. Yeah, he was very efficient. I thought he made the right plays, protected the ball most importantly, and did what he had to do for us to win. All right, guys. Thanks.
Oh, wow. Long press conference. We'll get other players in there, so we'll switch over. So I'll just switch over and someone comes up. But Vikings won, right? Vikings won, right? So it's a lot going on. Yep, I got the Trent almost catch while we're waiting. I think I posted it actually. So let's see. Let's look at the Trent Williams almost catch. Beautiful. Look at Big Trent. I wish it was in the realm. I wish it was close. You could see it got sailed on him a bit, but man, you get that ball down a couple more inches. If you get the ball like just right here, you see the ball's way up here, but if you get it right about there, dude, Trent might have came down with that thing, man. He came down hard too. He came down hard. He went up though. We need that. This would have been history on this page. This page would have went insane. This page would have went insane. This is where we're at though. Oh goodness, what's this? Oh, Chris Pratt, nice to see you. We'll wait till the ad's done because who knows? They're gonna pop me for something. But that would have been one of the greatest plays of my lifetime. I would have loved to see that. That would have made my day. Would have absolutely made my day. It was close, though. It was very, very close. It was real close. Let's go. Let's go. So let's see who else they got up. But that was a fun game. That was a fun game. I like the way they won it. I like the way they went about it. I really like the emphasis of kind of continuing the game plan from the week before against the Rams. I think we're starting to see now a bit of an identity develop, and I think that's one of the most crucial developments from this game is that we're continuing to see an identity. We're seeing how this team is starting to find themselves. They're starting to find a rhythm. They're starting to kind of get past that earlier part of the year where everything just seemingly was a struggle and struggle. It feels like everything is becoming a little bit more easy, And I think a lot of that comes down to just playing their style and what they're trying to accomplish. Because we know when the 49ers run the football, they put themselves in a great position to win games. What we were seeing at the beginning of this year, just they would not go after their run game. And I don't know if that was because they were really focusing hard on trying to set up a certain aspect of their play calling, the shotgun, the Zorro concepts. I don't know if they were just really trying to get those things installed and hammered in, so that as you enter this part of the season, it becomes more fluid and functional. Um, but whatever it is, the 49ers are really doing a lot right now to build confidence in me, build confidence in the rest of the fan base that they're figuring it out. All the issues that they had in the beginning of the year, they're absolutely figuring it out. Um, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign that this team, and I think this is going to become something that we'll talk about much later on, especially if they make the playoffs. But we're going to reference this adversity from this year. We're going to reference the adversity from this year. We're going to, beginning of the year, I should say, we're going to reference it. We're going to talk about it a lot. And I guarantee you these players are going to talk about it a lot too, also in the sense of, weathering the storms that they weathered earlier on this year and how that will help them actually throughout the year. So, I mean, this is great, guys. Like, honestly, obviously, we're all 49er fans here. We all obviously want to see this team win and succeed. But the last 2 weeks of how this team has won and gone about winning has been fantastic. It's been phenomenal. All it's like all our we all had prayers and hopes for this team, especially amidst the losing year that we were having, and we were talking about right like which I was giving up animal offerings and praying to the football gods like to get us out of this rut that we were in, because that's what it was a legitimate rut that wasn't based on talent, ability, uh function, like the coaches that we have the people in this locker room to go far. But we knew there was issues this year. We've known there've been issues this year, but it finally feels like they're coming out on top and they're overcoming it. And we're finally moving past the noise of the offseason, and we're just here. It is what it is. I think part of it too has been the fans. Fans have had to get past this you know, real hard mental thought process of like it's Trey, we want to see Trey and it needs to be Trey now. Right now it's Jimmy, and I'm fine with it being Jimmy. If we get that type of Jimmy and we see that ability week in and week out from Jimmy Garoppolo, I got no problems. I got no problems. Um, I just want to see this team be successful. I want to see them win. Um, one of the greatest plays. So I'm really excited. I think there was a specific way in which the 49ers needed to win, and they won it that way. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. What do you got to say? Hold on. Hold on.
Use it as much as I would do power, just precision, really. And just keying in. Somebody's going to come up slipping sooner or later.
You guys hear?
Yeah. Was there a point in your career when you felt like you perfected it?
Probably towards the end of last year. towards the end of last year. I knew that as long as you play in this game, you never seems to, you keep learning. More and more come to you. I thought, just something that I had in my tool belt that I can just use at any given moment if a situation occurs. But it seems to be, one of the strengths now, and it's kind of cool how, you can see it from time that you played this league in the first beginning as a rookie, third year, fourth year, is going for interceptions, and now it's, towards the back end, like this 10th, 9th year, you looking at it from a force and fumble machine. And so for me, I just thank God for allowing me to be as durable as I have this long, and just making plays.
Practice function, is there a boxing element to your routine that helps you?
No, no, not at all. Just see a play and go and get it.
How else did you practice what you do at practice to them as well, though?
I'll be playing. Honestly, I just key in on the ball. Like every time the ball carrier has a ball, I'm not really watching him. I'm watching how the ball actually, moves, and I see it as an opportunity to work on my precision, work on my eyes, key in my target, and then that maximum opportunity, make a perfect punch. And sometimes, I get it. Seems like most of the time now I'm getting it more so than not before. And before I was just wild with it. Now I'm just more so precise in what I'm doing.
Josh, the worst loss you guys had this season was against Arizona, and I think because you got, personal foul or whatever that was,
Do you think that was a loss, a personal foul?
Well, you got.
Do you think that was a loss, a personal foul?
Yeah. Your team had a personal loss.
Oh.
And because you got benched in that game after that incident, I think a lot of people, you took a lot of heat and a lot of things that some people said, oh, he should be cut, et cetera, et cetera. How did you deal with that criticism and adversity?
George, how did I deal with that?
You look handsome, I'll just say that.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that,
You
man.
look good.
You look sharp, too. Yeah,
Going right back to work.
Okay. There's your answer.
How do you think the defense played overall? Is playing overall these last couple of games?
Exceptional. Man, I can't be more happy than those guys. It's he's playing his, off. Man, I enjoy that play. Him, Fred, the whole, got the boys Tark back there, Jimmy Ward. Man, was so glad to have him back. And then you got E-Man on the outside. KK having himself a Pro Bowl year, you ask me. Trench monsters up top, up in the front interior and outside. Man, listen, I think I'm one of them boys when I come downhill, get them fumbles out for sure. I like to be a part of them because they make our job so much easier. So we just having fun with each other, and it's a joy and a treat, a real treat, an honor to be on this football team, man. And y'all got to show my head coach some love. I've been giving them hell lately. My God.
What's it like to be on the sideline for as long as you were on the sideline to start this game?
It's amazing feeling, man. When the offense can have another outing of an 18-play drive, I don't even know. 20, I'm sorry. 22. Thank you, George, for your commentary. See, I kind of lose track. I mean, even did a better output than last week. So it tells a story in itself. So and you can have that and then get us out there, we fresh, and we get the ball right back to them. That's a backbreaker, and it's a blow to their morale because now you got to deal with George Kittle and his pancakes and all the guys coming down the field. So it's extremely good feeling for a defense like us.
Thank you, Josh. We got George here for you guys.
Great job, Josh. Well, howdy. Hello.
The other side of the ball, how do you
Oh, hi.
out there for 22 plays?
goes 3 and out, you're winded. And, that's what we're built for, those long drives. And the fact that we could stay on the field for those long drives means a lot about this team. If I'm tired, I know the defense is tired. Because, I feel like I'm in good shape. And if I'm winded, I feel like everyone across me is winded. Because, I know, like, D-line, they switch out once in a while. But, like, those linebackers, those DBs, they're in there every single play. And they're running across, trying to tackle, trying to come downhill. And we're a physical team. And when you're a physical team going against, and I think the Jaguars are very physical. I think they did a really good job. I really respect their linebackers, their edge guys. But when you're on the field that long, it's tough to be a defense. We're not turning the ball over. We sat here after the Arizona game, bear in the building type of stuff. Everyone's trying to solve these problems, and we literally said, like, we got to stop turning the ball over. We got to get a couple turnovers on defense or special teams, and that's all we've done the last 2 weeks. And we're not turning the ball over. We're converting third downs. We're putting our best players in positions to make plays, and they're taking advantage of those opportunities, and they're making those plays. Debo's looking great. Ayuk looked great today. Thought our tight ends blocked our tails off, and our O-line looked great. And I think Jimmy's still slicing and dicing. So I think our offense is clicking right now. And Kyle's calling the right plays that he knows that we're going to take advantage of.
This is the kind of game that would be attractive to the country and body clock game. Do you guys have to kind of warn yourself against that or talk about it?
Yes and no. Is it a 10 a.m. game for us? Sure. But if you use that as an excuse in the NFL, you're not going to win a lot of games. Kyle said it from the start. He's like, hey, look, this is a physical team. They won 2 games in the last 4. And I thought they were a good team. We got an early turnover. I think that's what it was. And it was kind of similar to last week. We just came out with our foot on the gas. And I think we're a really good offense when we don't turn the ball over and we convert third downs. And that's what good offense is. And that's all we've been doing the last 2 weeks. We've just been playing complementary ball. All 3 phases are playing at a high level. Go 22-play drive, and then they go 3 and out, and you have another long drive for a touchdown. It hurts when you're a defensive team like that. And so we gave our defense plenty of break, and I think Fred owes me a little bit for all those plays he got off. 3 questions. Jeez Louise. How badly did I want Trent to score?
Yes.
Or I really wanted to be triple covered because I was on the backside and I was open. But Jimmy said he was going to throw no matter what. So I was like, I'll just stay in a block next time, I guess. I know, but it was awesome. Just the fact that we had it up for Trent. I hope we continue to try to get him a touchdown. I think that he said it was the first time he's ever been eligible before in his entire 12-year career. So I thought that was really cool. And I would love to get him a touchdown. I think we just put him at fullback on fullback dive.
George, every year it seems like Jimmy gets stronger and stronger.
I think Jimmy Ward does too. Yeah, let's go both.
But okay, let's start with Garoppolo. Do you see that from him, and how much confidence do you see from him on the field?
I think a lot of the confidence comes from we've been having a lot of really good practices, and I think the guys that Jimmy's throwing the ball to and our run game is we're making it easy on him. Like we're not putting all the pressure in the world, and like we're not a team that we don't want to throw the ball 40 times. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run some play actions, and we're going to hit those big shots and move the chains consistently and have those long drives. And Jimmy does a fantastic job of that. He gets us in the right play calls. When we have a bunch of options, like when he has to change the play at the line of scrimmage, he does a great job with that. He just gets us in the right calls and allows our best players to take advantage of those plays, whether it's a run game or it's a pass game. I think Jimmy's confidence comes from, hey, when Jimmy throws me a ball and it's contested and I catch a touchdown, or when Ayuk's wide open in the red zone, Debo's running the ball at a high level, and our offense is blocking. That's what gives Jimmy confidence. That's what gives our team confidence. And when Jimmy's rolling, I think we're rolling. He's a hell of a leader out there, and he really inspires us to play our best ball.
A couple more.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be a run-heavy team. In some ways, just kind of got a lead running back, but you get Debo back there, and it's like, oh, we've got another very good running back. That some of the we really want to do. I guess how big a deal is that? Not how much it's been obviously last few days, but just to be able to throw it back.
You can't say enough about Debo. He hasn't blinked. He hasn't hesitated at all. We're running power with Debo. That's one of the positions I'm like, hey, George, you want to run the ball? Not really. There's a lot of big guys in there that hit really hard and they land on you and it hurts. And the fact that Debo just does it without blinking, it's awesome. And when he has the mindset of him to run and to score every single time he touches the ball, it really sets the mindset for the entire team. And you just love that and you respect it. Especially like we lost what I think is one of the best running backs in the league, and Raheem, second play of the game. And then, that changes our offense dramatically. I think Elijah's done a great job of coming up, and the fact that he was hurt this game, like we needed someone to step up. And I thought Jeff Wilson, I was really happy to see the steps forward that Trey Sermon took. I mean, as a rookie, it's all about just confidence. He's got to figure it out. He had a couple of really good runs in the 2-minute drill. He had a nice catch that gave us a field goal. That's huge. And I'm excited to see more things from Trey. But when you put Debo back there and you can be out there in 11 personnel, 21 personnel, 12 personnel, and oh shoot, it's Debo Samuel at running back, you don't really know what you're going to get, and that's awesome.
What's your perspective of the fourth down play where you guys were on the field, the timeouts called, and you're already shots out there? You guys have a 20-play drive.
Oh, I had 22 pictures. Do you not count the penalties?
Yeah.
You guys are lame. Screw you guys. I'm not going to answer this question. I'm kidding. Let's call it 22. Thank you. That count. Thank you. Let's just say the time.
What was it like to invest all that in the first drive of this ranch and come out with 7?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any sense that, was there some sense of not being fulfilled by not getting the 7 out of this?
Yeah, 22 plays and not scoring a touchdown. It hurts a little bit. But the fact that we were out there for, like I said, I didn't know how long we were out there until I sat down on the bench and I looked up and there was a minute 50 left on the clock. And I was like, all right, well, we scored. It is what it is. We got points on the board. And all I knew is that our defense they were very well rested. And when you're an offense and you sit on the bench for 15 minutes, you come out a little rusty or not rusty, but you come out cold. And I knew that our defense was going to take advantage of that when they go 3 and out and then we were allowed to go and do another long drive. I think we had the defense on the heels a little bit. And so, yeah, do I wish we would have scored a touchdown? For sure. But the fact that we got points out of it and our defense responded and held them, I loved all of it.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Oh, there's Jim.
Eric was a fan of that.
This week's drive was even longer. Do you sense that in the defense, especially as the game goes on, that something has happened?
Yeah, you get a feel for it. I think it starts with their exhaustion because that many plays on the field in this humidity, it adds up on them. But I don't know. This one felt different than last week. It was more of a grinder type drive. Last week was just run it down their throat type of thing. This week was a little different. But yeah, like George was saying before, I wish we would have finished with a touchdown, but it is what it is. Oh man, I told him I was throwing it to you whether you're triple, quadruple covered, whatever. So I tried. Yeah, it's a tough one though. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the catches he made in practice, he had a nice one-hander in practice, so he could do it. So we'll save that one.
This was kind of a practicing short week, cross country, 10 a.m. Did you have to talk about that? Were you wary of this situation? And what does it say about the team that you've had the kind of last 7 days that you have after that bad air?
Yeah, it was definitely talked about. Just the time changes, it's tougher than people think. Just getting up in the morning earlier than you're used to, getting your mind going and everything, your body. So it was tough, but I think guys responded well. There was some good energy in the locker room this morning. That's always a good sign.
What do you think about the way this team has responded after a really bad loss against Arizona?
I think it's good. I think these past 14 days have, I don't want to say changed our team, but it's definitely we're moving in the right direction now, I'll say. And so we just got to keep going. It's there's a lot of football left to be played. Minnesota's going to be a good challenge for us this week coming up, and we got to get ready for them.
Good energy in the locker room. Does it mean you monitor? You're kind of curious about this exact kind of scenario.
Sort of. I mean, we've had other East Coast trips where it's just I don't want to call it dead, but it's different in the locker room. Guys aren't as excited and everything, but it was I don't know, the mojo was going this morning. Guys were feeling it. Guys were feeling good. And it's always a good sign when that's happening.
It was like, what speaking you guys were getting voted, the first half of the season.
I thought you meant today. I was like, dude.
Yeah. I knew. But I mean, the last 2 games, like you guys, 40 touchdowns each time, it just, you look at the stats of the game, it's like, two teams,
I think it's just guys are winning one-on-one matchups, and when you could do that consistently like we are, and we've had, got good players on this team, obviously. I think that goes without saying, but when you could all 11 across the board be winning one-on-one matchups, it kind of sets the tone for everything. People playing man-to-man against us is tough. Up front, our O-line, they're doing as good of a job as I've ever seen. I love those guys, and they just battle every week. So when you could do that stuff and set the tone in that way, and then defense just getting turnovers, doing what they do, it adds up on a team, and it makes for a long day. Little surprised, not gonna lie. But that's his decision. So whatever he decides, we're good with. I think we've shown that on fourth down we come through most of the time. So it's just a feel thing. Whatever he's feeling, I'm good with, and we'll make it work. I honestly had no idea until you just said that. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I didn't even know that. I don't know what to say.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
It was a little weird. We had like 3 plays in the first quarter, but we were kind of frustrated as a D line. We were like, we want to get part of this game, and then Tap told us this is how you win, and we were like, all right.
So it took a lot of convincing.
Yeah, we'll take this anytime.
How do you feel that defense has been playing not a very good game against Arizona?
I think it's been obviously a lot better. Starting fast, getting going, and taking advantage of our opportunities as with turnovers and as a D line for sure. And the guys behind us are covering really well.
Is there any reason you can pinpoint for the difference? That game kind of stuff.
We've definitely had a lot of rough bounces, like turnover wise. Like we've been getting after the ball all year, and things like that. When we get the ball on the ops we create, it kind of flips the momentum of the game. And those big plays that happen throughout the game, sometimes when they don't go your way, it kind of snowballs. But you'll have to ask D'Amico on the exact reason, because I just rushed the passer and I don't look too much behind me, but I know when we're getting there, it's because they're covering behind us.
On that topic, you're 10 sacks, it's 7 skill. Where are you individually, just in terms of your development and maybe where you'd like to be, where you are relative to where you'd like to be?
I think I've definitely improved a lot. I think I'm starting to get the hang of just how to really get sacks, get numbers. My rookie year, I was just out there rushing, trying to win every time, and it worked well. But now I'm really getting the hang of how the sack leaders in the league do it, and they go out there with a plan and know when their opportunities are going to come, and they're ready for it. A game like this, I thought my ops were over, and then I get 2. So I'm just staying in the game and just playing mind games with the guys you're going against.
For the season, you feel about being a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker. Have you felt that play out over these first 10 games? Do you see that happening?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm moving better than I ever have, which coming off an injury is great to be able to get to this point, and it's a credit to our training that we do back home and all the work that me and my brother put in the off season, and it's paying off.
That second sack, was a pass rush, I can give it to you here.
not on that one. I've never gotten one like that. So, but we always watch them in the film room, and we're like, oh man, that's BS. And I think, I don't know, did you tell me, Fred, that it was a sack?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one on the sideline.
Yeah. He told me, and I was like,
that's a sack.
I thought I had late hitted him because I was just running. I didn't know where the sideline was. And paid off. Pretty much. I'll take it.
When you say you felt like your ops were up, explain that.
I just thought we were probably going to get taken out of the game. That last drive where Arden got one, I was like, all right, we have a big lead. Kyle might pull us soon, but it's the NFL and we got to go end it. So all it takes is one drive. Got to be ready.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Fred, how alert, how wary do you have to be when you know that Josh Norman's coming up on the guy with the ball that that could be football on the ground?
Yeah, any play. He's been doing that all season. It's crazy to watch, you know. I mean, in that play, I was just running to the ball, and I didn't know what happened. That ball comes out, and then you just automatically think, "Oh, Josh must he must have been around somewhere." Aziz thought he had it, you know, so he was a little sad when he found out he didn't get it. But man, Josh has been amazing doing that this year.
In your own mind, you're thinking there was a fumble, it must have been Josh.
That was my first thought. Yeah, like I mean, that's just how it be. And when he's getting them out like he gets them out so easily, and especially out there on the perimeter, that's where he's coming outside in and just got that knack for it. It's outstanding. You know, got to stay warm, right? But I mean, the offense did an outstanding job starting that game. You know, I just remember looking up and seeing the clock wind down to about 3 or 2 minutes, and I'm like, wow, they're really out there the whole first quarter. You know, they did an outstanding job taking the ball all the way down the field.
Is there a point where it feels like this really has been a long time? Like, does it kick into you?
Yeah, no, I mean, it for sure, you could feel it, you know, just the fact that they were picking up those first downs, running the ball, getting those plays that they needed. And like I said, like that's great for us. We're on that sideline just waiting for our turn, but I mean, they did a heck of a job.
Do you, your teammates pick Josh's brain on how he goes about that punch? I mean, it seems like such a basic thing, but obviously everybody would be good at it.
Right. I mean, it's just a knack for it, you know. I had it on my mind today. I tried to swing at a couple, and they just didn't come. But with him, I think the good thing for him is coming outside in. Sometimes those ball carriers, they always carry the ball on that outside arm, so he's coming outside in. It's just the perfect spot. But I mean, that like I said, or like you said, it's if it were just easy, that everybody would be doing it. He's got a knack for it, and he's constantly going after it, has it on his mind, and is outstanding at it.
The defense has really come alive the last 2 games after a pretty bad showing against Arizona. What do you attribute that to?
I think I attribute it to just everybody kind of locking in, coming together, playing for one another. The mentality on defense is to get the right. That's been the mentality all season is to get the ball back for the offense, and that's happened obviously these past 2 weeks. I think that's one of the biggest differences. Why you see, us dominating teams is when we're winning that turnover battle. That's always a plus. So I think just playing for one another, just playing hard and eliminating explosives has helped us. Yeah, for sure. I think it's just coming together right at the right time when we're getting to that back half of the season and we're getting hot. I think that's just who we are, though. I think that all along we've been trying to find that identity, trying to find ourselves, and it's starting to show through. Cool. Yeah.
We're gonna do these two together if that's all right.
Oh, look at
You guys work
this.
together. Eva, can you talk to us about what you saw from Brandon today in his game, and then Brandon did the same deal?
I think it all turned around for Brandon. As he said, like in the media, like I think like 3 weeks ago when him and Kyle had that talk. You can just see a different type of BA, not afraid of none, just got his confidence back, and just go out there and ball out on Sundays, and it happens day in and day out all week long.
We saw the running back Devo this week, I guess you could say. Got some touch. It looked natural as a running back. But yeah, we just saw Devo. That's what we're used to that by now. I mean, I don't got nothing against it. Whichever way to get the ball in my hands, I'm all for it. But kind of natural back there, honestly, not gonna lie.
Yeah, George was saying that he's been talking about playing running back, but he doesn't want to go in there with get hit by all those injuries, and you don't have any issue with that. It is part of it for you too, just the idea that they can't stop you from getting the ball if you're playing running back.
I mean, honestly, if I'm in the backfield, I'm really looking to bounce it. But if I can't bounce it, I mean, I got to stick my nose in there. But but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of natural. Just got the body to be a running back. But like I told one of the coaches, I said, don't get too many ideas, just to transfer my position.
Was that today?
Yeah.
How badly do you guys want to see Trent Williams get a touchdown?
He really he came up and said practice early in the week. He said, I'm about to start doing receiver individual. I was like, bro, you don't come over here and waste your time.
Brandon, how's your chemistry with Jimmy kind of progressed as the season has gone on?
A lot. I think just talking with him and all the quarterbacks really, but just getting a feel for what they're looking for from us in every route and just throughout the course of the game. So just I think we have good chemistry, but just continue to build on that.
The fact that he's looking for you on some of those third downs, putting the touchdown, what does that mean to you?
I mean, that's huge. That's big. Third downs, those are big for us. Trying to stay on the field. So for him, look for me on third down. I think that and converting, I think it just gives us both a lot of confidence.
That's good. Cool. Thank you. One more.
Yeah.
Trent, in the history of uncalled pass interferences.
That was bad, right?
Where's that?
Come on, man. I don't know why coach ain't challenged that or something, man. That's crazy. I know that wasn't legal.
Can you walk us through the play, what you saw?
Man, it was such a blur. But once I seen Jimmy throw it, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is my time now. I got to go and get this. As soon as I left the ground, man, I got blasted. I don't know who hit me. I feel like it was like 10 people right there. It's definitely way harder than it looked, for sure. I got different respect for receivers. That's the first time.
Your whole career.
Whole career.
What about college?
No. Yeah, first time. Never. Never. Yeah, I was about to say for at least 12 years now. Yeah. It took a little minute. We finally got it in, though. I was wide freaking open in practice, so, I definitely didn't expect to be double covered. That's what it is. They get paid, too.
Well, they announced it. I mean, we all knew that it was coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you sense that the Jaguars were saying it was offsetting you?
Yeah, when I reported eligible, I heard the whole defense yelling, we got double team 71. We know. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't think I sold it long enough. I think I was a little bit too excited to leak out, so you got to stick in there a little bit. Maybe open it up. Oh, yeah. I'm protecting, man. I got my quarterback trust. It's either completion or incompletion. So I was either going to catch it or I was going to knock it down. You know what I'm saying? So.
How was that drive for you? Typically haven't filled for that long, and is it the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tough on them. It's very tough on us too. Playing for a whole quarter straight, not leaving the field it's not for the faint of heart. Trust me. I mean, we was all blowed after that, only to get 3 points, which sucks. But at the end of the day, it's all about just sending a message at the beginning of the game, first drive, to be able to walk the ball methodically down the field. And I think where we started from, yeah, so I feel like even though it didn't end how we wanted it to, I think it did send the message we wanted it to. Hold on, what? I ain't got
From these last 2 games, it's just like it's the exact opposite.
No, I don't think it's that. I think we just finally start clicking. I think the Cardinals game, we moved the ball pretty good. We just had turnovers. And, this game, last game, we didn't have as many turnovers. So I think, it all worked out for us. But no, I don't feel like it just some light clicked on. And then that's what we want to do every game. And, sometimes they make a good play. We make mistakes and it don't go our way. But that's how we always want to, play a game like that.
Last one. George basically said that. He said it was kind of
Yeah, the answer is definitely not that hard. Anytime I think you look at the history of NFL, or even this year, I mean, when you lose a turnover battle, I think about 90% of those games end in losses. So that's the one thing we had to fix, and they had 2 good games with pretty good luck in their margins. That's what we got to keep going.
Thank you, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
I, I I think that's it. Yep, there we go. That was it. Shout out the 49ers PR people, man. They got those interviews up and out quick. Shout them out for getting that done. It was back to back to back to back. We didn't have to wait at all. That was actually really nice. Thank you for that. Okay, cool. That was fun. That was actually nice. We might have to do that more often because I've been on a live since I've been doing a live since what 9 o'clock this morning. So it's nice to take a step back and just let the other people talk. But yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Everyone's happy. The mood and the vibe is fantastic. Again, they keep talking about, the beginning of the year versus this year. We've beat that to death and back. We beat it to death and back. We know why. We know that we know that Trey Lance entering this team caused a little bit of a ruckus. It caused a little bit of a discomfort for everyone. But the beauty of it is that they have grown from that situation to the point where it is a non-issue. It is not an issue anymore because everyone realized at the end of the day that they just want to win football games, whether it's the fan base, whether it's the players inside the locker room. You just want to win games. That's it. And so I think that whole situation has finally blown over to the point where we can just kind of breathe a little bit. Kind of I think finally, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I can finally put the off season in the past. Like I feel like I can finally have closure and say, all right, all right, We're not talking about quarterback anymore. We're not talking about Trey Lance. We're not talking about, oh, why haven't we done this since the. We're not talking about that anymore. So I feel like we finally have our closure to the offseason. Guys, it was the offseason from hell. Guys, that was the off-season from hell. Like it literally lasted into the year. Our off-season stuff lasted into the year. But now I might get to retire this thing. I might. Now I always keep my thing on me, all right? I always keep my thing on me because you never know. You never know. But this thing has been super glued to my head since January. And I think finally I can put this away. I think I could I think I can. I think I can actually feel good about removing this and just being like, "Hey, it's the season. Let's play football." Oh wait, no, who's starting quarterback? Is it Trey? Is it Jimmy? Who's it? I don't want to see you anymore, tinfoil hat, until next year. I do not want to see you until next year. I love you, tinfoil hat. You protect me quite a bit. You do good work, tinfoil hat. But I'm done. We don't keep the tinfoil hat in season. The tinfoil hat is supposed to be an off-season thing only. So the hope is that we don't have to discuss those types of conversations anymore. Is that the tinfoil you keep your sourdough in? Facts. Good comment. Quality comment right there. Quality comment right there. Let's go. SDS. Yes. Shout out to SDS. We see you guys. SDS continues to be undefeated. This group is legendary. Again, I can get kicked out. I can get kicked out the stream, but SDS keeps it going. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm really excited, man. That was a fun win. That was a fun win. It's 2:00. That means we got the rest of our afternoons and evenings left. Let's go. We see the squad. We see the squad. Sourdough squad is strong. We might not be a huge national group yet, but we are starting the right way, organic and strong. Absolutely love it. So I'm happy, guys. I'm happy. You guys have watched some games with me. Yeah, we're absolutely getting SDS squad merch. It's happening. It's happening. 100%. 100%. And now, just like Jesus says, we get to enjoy some football, man. We I'm gonna send some, I might have to send some to Kittle. I'll send some to Kittle. If we get Kittle wearing a sourdough squad shirt, ooh, that would be so legendary. Hey, we might. He commented on one of my posts last night. He commented on my post last night. It was actually a pretty legendary comment. It was pretty legendary comment. Basically, but it was good. I think Kittle would. I think if we asked Kittle to rock it, he would. 100%. I think he would. So Kittle's getting a sourdough squad shirt for show. Hell yeah, bro. Joshua, that'll be fire. Hell yeah, we got to. He'll rock one. I'll send one to Mike. I'll send one to my whole squad. I'll send one to all my homies. I'll send one to Mostert. Dude, if we get my like little like crew of players that I mess with to rock sourdough squad shirts, that would be legendary. What if we got the entire offensive line to wear a sourdough squad shirt? Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta get in the lab. I gotta design something. Because if I get the entire offensive line wearing sourdough squad shirts, I might die. I might die. I'm wearing George Kittle's shirt right now. These are fire. If you want to get one of those, go grab George Kittle's shirt. Obviously, you know where to get the residency merch. And if you don't, let me know. I'll get you the code. We'll get you set up because you know the vibes. But I mean, I just keep coming back to like the way we're winning, the way this is happening. Again, we've already crashed and burned so many times this year. We have crashed and burned so many times this year. Like it feels like, and it's again the off season. Like the way this year has just felt, this feels like the longest season in history. 100% feels, at least for me, feels like the longest season in history. Absolutely nuts. We were the entire fan base wanted our head coach fired, our general manager fired. They wanted to trade Kittle. They wanted to cut and get rid of everyone. We were at a low point. We were at a low point after, we'd been in a low point, but that Cardinals loss was a real low point. Was a real low point for this franchise, for the fan base, for the team. So the fact that we can just flip that momentum on its head is huge. Is absolutely huge. Because now, guess what? This is not a waste. This year is not a waste. All the effort and time that we put into it. Obviously, I create content. You guys ingest content. We are symbiotic. We're co-inhabitable. We are one and the same. I might be talking and doing it all, but don't think you guys aren't just as invested. You guys are spending your time, your effort. Some of you guys have been in my chats with me today for like 4 hours. You guys are invested. We are all invested into this, and we want to see this team be successful. And it was a point where it was bleak. I was getting to the point where it was like, I don't know where to look. And with the two back-to-back games against the Rams, and then they parlay that into the performance against the Jags, hope is back. The hope is back, and it should be back, and we should feel confident, and we should feel good, and we should feel open to accepting that hope. Before, after the Chicago game, there was lots of hope, but there was also a vibe and an energy that the 49ers should win the game. They should do that. But they didn't, and they got smacked up. So it's absolutely fantastic to see this, to see the emergence of some of these players. Brandon Ayuk, Jeff Wilson coming back, Elijah Mitchell, what Elijah Mitchell is turning into. Again, we got to see some good runs out of Trey Sermon today. There's a lot of positives, man. There is a lot of positives to look at. And it is what it is. And so I know I'm speaking to a lot of the real ones right now. I realize that. I know you guys have been here through thick and thin. So I know I'm speaking to a lot of the real ones. But to kind of this particular, it's hard to stay positive amidst losing. And it's really hard to do that as a fan. So all fans aren't created equal. Like they aren't. And that's okay. That's why I put a lot of emphasis on our sourdough squad, because we got a good, not only good like fan group, like a good group, but there's knowledge, there's empathy, there's emotional intelligence, there's football knowledge. Like we have it all in our little group. That's why I like our little group. But at the same time, not every fan is built that way. Not every fan knows the game. In fact, I will say right now that probably 95% of all fans anywhere, they really don't understand football to the level that we all understand football. So you have to understand that they're narrative driven. There's a big portion of the fan base, they're narrative driven. You give them a narrative that matches a feeling, and that's all you need. All you do is you offer up the narrative that matches their emotion, and that's how they go. That's it. There's a reason why there are certain people who that's their strategy, and that's fine. We get it. It works. That's how news works. It's like that people understand that there's an emotional element, and that if they are able to provide a narrative and marry the two, that they can then kind of control a message. We get that. We understand that. A lot of people are susceptible to that. This group isn't, and it's okay. So I'm not going to call them fake fans. I'm not going to call them whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think you get my point. I think you get my point. Not all fans are created equal. Not all fans are created equal. So we're not going to worry about those fans. We'll worry about our group. but agree, there are a lot of those. There's a lot of those. So it's good. It's good to see. Like, we're not seeing those tweets anymore. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that conversation. We're not seeing that angst. We're not seeing that energy. We're seeing tons of energy. Alex Mack just posted to Instagram, so I have to comment. Let's go. I'm so happy for these guys, man. I'm so happy for these guys. It's so, it feels so good. It feels so good. And I'm telling you guys, like, I'm trying to give you some perspective real quick. Just some perspective. Again, I've told the story ad nauseum. George Kittle was my favorite player before he became a 49er. George Kittle became my favorite player while he was a tight end at Iowa because of how good of a blocker he was. I think you guys are abundantly clear. I love blocking. So the key to my heart is through blocking. George Kittle, he was my draft crush. That was my guy. So I've developed a relationship with George Kittle. My wife developed a relationship with his wife. Like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm friends with George Kittle, but like, we communicate and have communicated for years. At this point, he was one of my first followers on my Instagram account. One of my first player followers on my Instagram account. So I've watched George grow. I've watched his maturation process. I've watched the energy that he is, who he is, and watched that go from year to year to year. I had never seen George Kittle so depleted of positive energy before in my life, ever, than these last 2 to 3 weeks. George Kittle is one of those unbreakable spirits. George Kittle has one of those, like, those childlike type, like, at this point when you get older and older, like, you're like, man, you kind of envy some of those people who still kind of have that childlike joy in the everyday things that they do. And George Kittle is one of those. And so to see George Kittle, and like I said, I've been tracking and, scouting. I still scout, obviously, these players. And you guys know I scout from an emotional intelligence side of things. That dude was not happy. And to see George like that, those last couple of weeks, and then to see him back at the podium today, smiling, joking, having a good time, and seeing that guy back, like, that is huge. And that, again, is just proving and showing that this team is ready to get out of that funk and get ready to get back on track and get ready to go back to having fun. And so that's what I'm most excited about this victory. It's what I'm most excited about from these 2 weeks. I'm excited about the human element that this is proving to show. I got really scared at the beginning because I felt the human element was a huge reason why they weren't successful. However, now I'm seeing that turn and that flip, but it's still the human element. But now the energy and the vibe is back in the right spot. And I really feel like that's why we're seeing everything kind of fall into place. So I'm really, really happy on a lot of levels. We're going to talk about the execution. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about the hows and the whys. We're going to break down the tape. We're going to do all that. But today, we're talking kind of from an emotional standpoint. Today was an emotional win. Today was an emotional victory, a mental victory. There's a lot at stake, man. There's a lot at stake. And again, it's just, oh, let's go. Speaking of the boy, oh, can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Kittle reposted me onto a story. I was just talking about Kittle. Kittle just threw me up on the story. See post. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. Good looking, my guy. Shout out Kittle. Let's go. Just talking about my boy. So, man, life is so much better right now. It is because, of course, winning cures all, but it's the way they're winning. There is a specific way that they needed to win, and they're doing it. And so I am thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Couldn't be more happy. Could not be more happy. So many levels to my happiness right now. So many levels to the happiness. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It was a 30-10 trouncing of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That should have been the thought process going in. We should have went in saying, again, I said it was going to be, what did I say? I said it was going to be, so I got the 49ers score right. I said it was going to be 30-23. I felt like, because again, and that was all based on energy. I didn't know what team was going to show up today. I felt like talent-wise, they should win. I felt like talent-wise, they absolutely should have won. But again, we didn't know the energy. We didn't know the vibe. We didn't know which team was going to show up. And any given Sunday, anything can happen. So I got the 49ers score right. Did not get the Jaguars score right. Jaguars scored much less than I guessed. 13 less than that. And a big part of that was energy. So really happy about that, man. Really, really happy. James said 28-14. Real close. Real close. So we'll see, man. I'm happy, man. I just keep coming back to that. Just happy. We're just vibing. Man. So, it's been great. Today was a good day. Just like Ice Cube said, today was a good day. So, lots to be happy about. Monday's going to be a lot of fun, I think. The lives on Monday are going to be a blast. So I'm super excited to get into that. We're going to be a vibe tomorrow, guys. So I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow too. We're vibing today. We're vibing today. But we're going to vibe tomorrow too. And I'm really excited. Ooh, that's a W. So I assume you were in at the game, clearly. Oh, we got two people from the game dropping in. One guy got the Nick Bosa's glove. You love to see it. If you got a video of that, actually, if you got a video of him giving you the glove, DM me on Instagram and send it to me. You might get a post. We'll see. Lots of content going to become. We're going to be blasting the content. This is the best part. Oh yes, sir. We're sourdough strong. Is this our tagline? Is this Mario? I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before, but you might have just given us our tagline. I need the sourdough squad to chime in. The sourdough squad needs to chime in. Is this a potential tagline for the sourdough squad? We're sourdough strong. I don't know. It's got a nice ring to it. I kind of like it. We'll see what the sourdough squad says, though. We're a democracy, so I want to see. I want to see what it is. Okay, let's go. So Joshua named us the sourdough squad, and he likes it. So I think we got something. I think we got a tagline now. So now we're gonna have the logo, the sourdough squad, right? SDS, and it's gonna be what is it? Um, where did it go? We sourdough strong. Let's go. I love it. Let's go. Yep. Debbie likes it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. TJ says potential. Google likes it. Hell yes. Can we make a shirt that has SDS and sourdough strong? I think so. I think so. I'm writing it down right now. I've been really trying. Like I merch. Merch is absolutely part of the strategy. Obviously, I'm wearing a million different hats right now, um, but merch is absolutely part of the strategy. And I might have to get moving because you guys are giving me hella good ideas. SDS, sourdough, strong. Let's go. Let's go. I still want to do giveaways, stuff like that. Um, that's in the works right now. And I do want to do a YouTube specific giveaway for all you guys uh, who help me and do all that good stuff. Um, absolutely. Absolutely would love to do that. So, all right. Looks like we like it. I think we got something. I think we got something. Yeah, Josh. Josh came up with the sourdough squad. It was like literally I said, what are we gonna name ourselves? I said, what are we gonna name ourselves? And Josh was the first person to respond, and he responded with sourdough squad. And I was like, it was the first one, and it was the right one, and he hit it right off the bat. Kind of similar to Mario. Mario's first comment ever in this chat, he just created a slogan for our group. So shout out Mario. Hopefully we see you around here as well. Hopefully you join us as well in the sourdough squad. Mario needs a shirt, man. Mario needs a shirt. So good. Ooh, Adam Rank picked Jags. Ooh, we might have some troll season coming. We might have to. We might have to. Yeah, we got to figure this out. This might have to be the tech. So I think I'm going to go the Texans game. I'm thinking of going to the Texans game, although it's not a great game necessarily on paper. I think that could be the best. If we really do want to do a meetup, that might have to be it. We'll figure it out. We got lots of time. We'll get this figured out. But guys, I think it's time that we enjoy the rest of our beautiful weekend in front of us, and enjoy this win. Enjoy 2 victories in a row, guys. It's been since week 1 and week 2 since the 49ers have been able to celebrate consecutive victories in a row. Man, it feels good. It feels like a different time. It feels like a different age. Week 1 and week 2 feels like a long time ago, but I'm really happy. I hope you guys are happy because they did this the right way. It wasn't like, oh, like they won, but it was like, oh, that was really ugly. That took a lot of effort to get that win, a lot more than it should have. Like they won the right way. Um, Even some of the calls that we possibly didn't like early, we were able to talk through it as a group, and we were able to rationalize it and make it make sense, and all that good stuff. So it was just a great win, back to back great wins. If you guys saw, the Vikings just had a big win over the Green Bay Packers, so they're coming to town, ready to fight. It's playoffs. It's playoff territory now, guys. It is the playoff conversation will begin now, and we're squarely in it. And so I'm really excited to see what the standings look like tomorrow. We could find ourselves bumped up a spot or two, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. But hopefully you guys join me tomorrow for the lives. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. We're going to be vibing. We're going to do all kinds of fun content on Victory Monday. It's been a long time since we had a Victory Monday because last Victory Monday actually occurred on a Monday. So all our shenanigans was happening on a Victory Tuesday. So I'm really excited for some Victory Monday content. Victory Mondays are always the best. So we'll be locked and loaded, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow. Again, shout out to Sourdough Squad. Every day we get stronger. Every day we get deeper, and slowly but surely, we're going to be one of the biggest groups, at least in the 49ers world. We'll get there, but great things take time. Just like this season, we could still have a great season, but it takes time, and we're seeing it come together right here in front of us. So hopefully we are looking and talking playoffs for the rest of the year, and hopefully that's a vibe. And we're talking about crisis averted. Firing our coach, firing our GM, trading our best players. Hopefully that crisis has been averted and we stick to good vibes. So you guys have the greatest rest of your night, and let's have a good time on Victory Monday. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time as usual. You guys be safe.